Plastic. Cheap, tough, and durable. Exactly what you need for the modern life. But are you really sure? Because recent studies indicate that there's 270,000 tons of plastic in the ocean right now. To put it into comparison, the largest ship in the world, the largest cruise liner in the world, the Symphony of the Seas, weighs about 227 tons. And that's with fuel, with everyone on board, with everything. You see, that means we generate more plastic trash than the biggest ship in the world. That says something, right? You know, in the modern world, back in the 80s, we're too amazed by this thing called plastic. It's durable, again, it's tough, and it lasts long. And that's exactly why it's bad. Because it lasts too long. You know, when you use plastic, your plastic bag, you know, the generic plastic bag, after you use it, you throw it away, right? That's bad. Why? Because that plastic's gonna stay there in the soil until your grandson gives birth, and then after that, your granddaughter gives birth, and then your great-granddaughter gives birth. You'll still see that piece of plastic on the ground.
Transform our lifestyle. Do you know how much plastic waste do we really produce based on our current lifestyle? Let me share some facts that 50% of plastic we use is single use. So we use them and then we throw them away. Plastic account around 10% of total waste that we generate. And this fact is enough to give you some idea how much plastic waste do we really produce.
Those heaps of plastic trash may have ended up in the landfill, but what you don't know is that some of them might have ended up maybe exported to be recycled, but the rest, the ocean. This says something, because if it ends up in the ocean, you know, while you're relaxing in Bali, while you're just sitting down, sipping mojito, and all of a sudden, plastic trash. And it makes a tsunami more dangerous, by the way. Imagine you having a tsunami, you thought it's just water. Oh no, yeah, there's like plastic cups, your dog's trash, whatever. It may end up in you. Which is why if you throw less plastic in the ocean, maybe the tsunami won't be as dangerous as it is, you know. And also, you know, there may have been some attempts to those heaps of plastic trash that ended up in the ocean. Maybe you think, oh, but we recycle. Yes, maybe you do recycle. But are you sure that recycle bin has its contents go through recycling? Are you sure about that? Do you trust them? I don't really trust them. Because the fact is that some of the trash that we make, that we chuck mindlessly inside the recycle bin, doesn't end up in the recycling center, which is overseas normally. They end up in the ocean. Or maybe if you throw in a standard garbage can, it ends up in the landfill. Well, maybe, yeah, it will end up in the landfill, but not all of them. Because if you search up landfill on Google, that's a very, very cramped space. I mean, you know, they have no other than just throw them in the ocean. Because plastic is not biodegradable. But here, you know the hot topic about climate change? Maybe you think, oh, but Kevin, this has nothing to do with climate change. Maybe not. But let me tell you this, it does. Why? If you pay attention, plastic, when degrading, or if you search on Google, plastic, when it degrades, emits greenhouse gases, which is something that might cause climate change. You know, all the fuss about greenhouse gases back in the 2000s? Yes, plastic also does the same thing. So think twice before you throw any plastic. If you want to throw plastic, I suggest, call a recycling center, the proper one.
By the way, my name is Nicholaus. There's something worse, something you should more worry about. This problem is big, especially for seafood lovers, because the plastic trash that ends up in the ocean may also ingested by fish that we eat. And the danger doesn't stop there. Microplastic. It's a tiny particles. These microplastic are so small. They blend in with other things in the ocean. So, since we got ourselves from the ocean, we also get the microplastic. Imagine that, microplastic just like fish. Every day, you're now consuming plastic, which is very healthy, and because of this, hazardous.
The longer this problem goes on, the worse our planet will be. The longer this problem goes on, the uglier the health effects of our beloved plastic trash gives us. Ingesting phthalate, a material normally found in plastic bottles, will give you, if you're a male, you'll have less competence on your sexual organs. Sorry. And if you're a female, your pregnant baby, your baby that you're pregnant with is just not gonna come out well. You know. I mean, it might lose one or two legs, maybe. There has been several efforts by organizations to preserve the earth and to clean up of its plastic trash that we ourselves are making. There's Greenpeace, the most notable one. World Life, whatever. There's Greenpeace, there's WWF, there's Bye Bye Plastic Bags, which is actually in Bali, and it's also made by an Indonesian person. There's a lot of organizations. There's also one organization that I really like that focuses solely on cleaning up all the plastic trash that's on the beach and that's on the coastal oceans. I bought a product from them. They helped me. They actually, Parley and Adidas work together to create a shoe that has plastic trash in it. So basically, what you're wearing on your feet is that your own trash that has been in the ocean recycled into a very nice shoe. This shoe. The whole upper, this is made out of plastic materials. This blue area here. This is one of the best Adidas running shoes. But you don't have to create a shoe at Adidas and Parley to be able to be a part of that. You don't even have to buy the shoe. You just have to do your own job at home. Responsibly throw your trash and refuse any single-use plastic if possible. That's all from the both of us. Thank you so much.